Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's doing so super excited about tonight. I'm going to be doing a free training on social media trends for the year. And if you haven't already noticed, it's already June. So we're fastly approaching what I like to call halftime in your money year, right? You know how a football game has halftime? Well, your money year has halftime too. And whatever you said you were going to do in January, whatever you said you were going to accomplish in January, baby, it's time because this time is slipping away. I said the other day, this time be slipping away like a strip of clothes. You look up, it's January, up literally, and it's June. So if you don't already have a plan in place for your social media strategy, then make sure you join us tonight. BLY slash social media trends. And we're going to be talking about what you need to be doing and where you need to be spending your time for the rest of the year to really get some results. And make no bones, and that's my number one. Social is not as easy as people say, as people act like. I want to just be honest about this. A lot of people act like social media is just, oh, you just get out there and post and you're going to get money, or if you just do this, or if you just do that. And it is just true. And if you're listening to them, you're probably, good morning, Queen of Body Sculpting. You're probably spending a lot of time feeling like you're crazy because social is not working for you like it's working for them. But a lot of times people be lying to kick it and acting like it's either one or two things. It's either that they're doing a lot more than they're telling you on social media, and they're just telling you this one piece and you think you're missing it, or they're not sharing the whole formula with you, or you're not being consistent. And a lot of times people are not consistent because they don't know what to do on social media and they don't know where to go. And you spend all this time chasing the next big thing. You spend this time chasing YouTube. You spend this time chasing Facebook lives. Then you spend this time on Instagram reels. And then you trying to get over to LinkedIn. And, when it boils down to it, the truth is just sometimes you just don't have a strategy for your overall social media. But people really be lying to you about a lot of things. Number one, the goal on social media is not followers. That is the biggest lie perpetuated known to man. Queen of Body Sculptor, I can help you with that because once you have a solid social media strategy, everything else just gets easier. And part of it is understanding that everybody doesn't need to be everywhere. And that's one of my points for this morning. You feel like you're chasing a dog's tail because hey, Tracy, if you're not in a specific place, you feel like you're being left out. But the truth of the matter is there's a variety of people everywhere, from LinkedIn to Instagram to Pinterest. And wherever you want to spend your time and wherever you want to be consistent, that is where the people are going to be. That is where you're going to get the best results. So let's talk through these things, these points that I have this morning. Number one, everybody's not making a lot of money on social media. People say they make a lot of money on social media. And, the funny thing is, and this is one thing that I hate most about being a coach, is that a lot of people say they making a lot of money on social media, but the money that they're making is from teaching other people, not from results. When I have a client, my conversation, my success is all about how much can I get from my client, not how much money I make from myself. And so everybody gets tricked into this person that said, I made $1 million, and I have, and I do. But what about the client? How much money is the client making? How many of your clients are leaving their jobs? How many of your clients are having 5 and 6-figure launches? And if that's not the conversation, then that's a problem. Because we get looped in to other people's money. And you can't spend other people's money. Sorry. And guys, again, I'm going to be having a free webinar at 8 p.m. tonight about social media trends that you need to lock into so you're not all over the place. bit.ly/social media trends. But, other people's money is not your concern. And when you're working with people, your number one question needs to be, well, how is this going to help me make money? So I hope that makes sense, number one. Back to the original point, everybody's saying grow your followers, grow your followers. Followers are just a status symbol. Growing your followers just says people like what I say. People like what I do. The true purpose of your social media should be to grow your money. And all of your goals on social media should be aligned to revenue, both real-time revenue and recurring revenue. And if your goals on social media are, let me get up and post every day, that's not a revenue goal. That's an action that doesn't guarantee you're going to get any money. If you say, let me get up and grow my list today, that is an action that is aligned to a revenue goal. Because when you grow your list and ultimately nurture that list, you eventually make more money. And guys, if you haven't, just make sure you share the broadcast. But I think it's important that people realize just being on social media is not enough to get you new clients. Just being on social media is not enough to generate more money for you. You can't just show up and get more followers. There's a lot of people that have a lot of followers that are not making a dime. So make sure you know that. Also, can we just cut the fat, please? And just be honest. Everybody is not balling. Don't let the Lamborghinis, don't let all the big houses, don't let all the big cars stacks up to their ear fool you. Good morning, Angel and Brent. It's everybody on social media is not having a perfect life. Everybody on social media is not having the perfect dinner, the perfect date, or the perfect day. And sometimes by being authentic on social media and telling people the real, you're going to get a more engaged following than you are those people that just follow you because you want a slingshot, or those people that just follow you because you posted your Louis Vuitton. I mean, and it's just the truth of the matter. People do it, and I know why they do it. They do it because, unfortunately, we live in a society that's all about other people's shit. And I ain't never seen nothing like it in my life. And this is not me saying, oh, she got a new bag. I'm a hater. Fuck, if I want a new bag, I'll go get a new bag. My point is, why are you so hype over somebody else's shit? Why are you so excited about somebody else's call or somebody, girl? And look, congratulations. I'm sure you worked hard for your stuff, and I'm a fan. Anybody that's doing anything to improve their life, I'm a fan. But why are you so hype about they shit? I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. And social media has gotten to that you're so busy watching people's stuff that you can't even go generate your own money. You're so busy watching what other people do and go live your own life. Can I get an amen? You're so busy caught up in other people's hype that you can't even create your own hype. I don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't get it. So that's why I'm going to be talking about social media trends, because I really feel like people need a way to understand that you ain't got to do the bullshit in order to be successful on social media. You don't have to do what everybody else do if it don't fit your character. And that's one reason it took me a long time to just get into Instagram. Hey, Catherine. Good morning. How you doing, sis? How y'all doing up there in New York? That's why it took me a long time to get into Instagram, because when I would go to Instagram, it seemed like everybody, good morning, Medina, was so me-oriented. And I'm a team player. I'm a team person. I'm all about sisterhood. I'm all about support. And so it's great to see you too, sweetheart, because I was worried about New York for real, for real. But, you know, to go to a place where everybody sings, hey, Miss Remedy, like it's just about them. Like it was a super turnoff for me. And that's what made me resign, to realize I don't have to go somewhere just because somebody else is there. So that's another thing we're going to be talking about tonight with social media trends, is understanding every social media platform has a culture. Do you know what I mean by culture? I mean the same conversation that you have on Facebook Live, you're not going to necessarily have that same conversation on Clubhouse. That same conversation you have on Twitter, you're not going to necessarily have that on Instagram. Every social media platform has a vibe. Does that make sense? And every vibe ain't your vibe. Every vibe ain't your vibe. It's like having 6 people throw a party. So one person's going to throw a quinceañera. That may not be your vibe. Somebody else may throw a bar mitzvah. That may not be your vibe. Somebody else may throw a super sweet 16. That may not be your vibe. I mean, just depending on who you are and what's important to you as to whether you can stomach the atmosphere on a particular platform. And every platform is different. So that's why I'm having a class tonight, bit.ly/social media trends, so you can start to understand where you need to carve out your area of expertise and stop chasing trends. There are some things you can't chase. Authenticity, real, recognize real. There's no such authentic trend. Honesty and values. You can't teach that. You can't chase that on a social media platform. You either for real about your shit or you not. Regardless as to what people say. You know, being true to who you say you are. Being who you say you are. There's no such thing as a real trend. Or keeping it real, keeping it 100. You either doing it or you're not. So I love social. Don't ever get it twisted. To me, social media is the gateway to affluence. To me, social media is a way for people to be able to level the playing field. It allows so much access to so many different people. So I love it for that reason. But that whole, TikTok today and Clubhouse tomorrow, I think in all of that, people miss what's really important about social media, and that's the connections and the consistency. Those things don't go away. If people look you up tomorrow, are you going to be talking about the same things as you're talking about today? Do you have the same mission tomorrow that you had today? And those are the things that I think make real social media influencers. And again, not the measure of the numbers. Not the measure of the numbers, but the measure of the message. Not even how many people came to see it, but how many people were impacted by it. And I think if enough people start demanding authenticity, if enough people start demanding realness, if enough people start demanding the truth on social media, I think social media will be a great place. I think it'll be a great place for mental health. I think it'll be a great place for the sharing of information. But right now, I think people are so busy trying to impress one another on social media that the true intent is being hidden. People are so busy trying to one up each other on social media. When I first started, I had this image, okay? I really didn't care what I looked like as long as I showed up with a good message. And I was so busy trying to show up with a good message that I was like, okay, I don't really have time for all these wardrobe changes and all these accessories. I'm just going to wear white t-shirts in the morning and black t-shirts at night. How many of you guys remember when I did that? And I got it from the GOAT. I got it from Mark Zuckerberg. I got it from Steve Jobs. I got it from Bill Gates, who wears the same suit over and over. I got it from Warren Buffett, who wears the same khaki pants and polo top over and over. So I got it from the GOAT. And what absolute millionaires will tell you is it don't matter what you got on. Sometimes you're spending so much money worried about your outside image that you're not spending enough time in self-development and deep thought, because that's where the real millions come in at. Coming in deep thought and coming up with an idea that everybody else is not doing. So I would wear white t-shirts in the daytime and black t-shirts at night. And believe it or not, people started to question my success because of what I had on. Somebody, let's just say wow real quick. Because if you know me, you know I'm always dropping bombs. There's no way I could talk to you at the level I talk to you about money without having money. It's some shit you just can't make up, okay? But people were so busy being judgmental about what I had on that they missed the message. And the message was, it's not about what I got on. It ain't about what you got on. It ain't about your hair. It ain't about your clothes. If you deliver the right message to the right market, you will make money. The right market don't give a damn what you got on. The right market don't give a damn how your hair look. The right market don't care if you got on 6-inch Jimmy Choos or if you barefooted. Because if somebody says, I'm hurting, solve my problem, and you show up and you got a solution in your hand, they're not going to take time to look at you to see if you fit the criteria for solving a solution. If I'm a dentist and your tooth hurt, if your tooth hurt bad enough, when I show up, you don't know what the hell I got on. Hello? I remember when I got my wisdom tooth pulled when I was 22 years old. I think I got 4 wisdom teeth pulled. I remember where his office was. I remember going there that day, but I swear to God, I can tell you what the waiting room looked like. But I swear to God, I don't remember what that dentist looked like to save my life. But all I know is he took the pain away. We let social media chase us into the wrong things. Now, let me tell you how it helped. Let me tell you how it helped me. What I realized was that I had to change. Not because I wanted to change, but because people are so superficial that if I didn't change my packaging, somebody who desperately needed what I was offering was going to miss the message. Are y'all listening to me? I realized that people are so judgmental, not really realizing that real people with money walk past you with dirty jeans and dirty tennis shoes on every day. Real people with money will walk past you in the same outfit they had on yesterday. I can't remember who she was, but she was one of the top heads of state. And they were giving her the blues because she came to 2 different ceremonies with the same dress on. That woman said, I'm not finna be buying no new dress. Hell, it's clean. Do y'all remember when we grew up and your mom and daddy would be like, shit is clean? You'd be like, I ain't wearing these pants. They high waters. I'm not finna do this. I'm not finna do that. And your parents would be like, but it's clean. We missed all of that. We have missed all of that. There's a whole, and don't forget, guys, tonight at 8 p.m., I'm going to be doing a whole training on social media trends. So make sure you register at bit.ly/social media trends. There's a whole campaign right now about how we're endangering the climate because we're throwing away too many clothes. There's a whole campaign right now about just we throwing away clothes because they ain't the right season. What? We throwing away clothes because, you know, it's out of style. Now, I can see some things. I can see like bell bottoms. You don't want to be out there, ain't no corduroys. You know, you don't want to be out. Well, bell bottoms are back. Go figure. I mean, I can see you don't want to be just sticking out because you out of style. But at the same time, do you remember when we used to take something and make something out of it? When your pants drew up too much, you started making shorts. Hey, DePaul, come now. Somebody gonna go back with me. Do y'all remember that? When your short pants, I mean, when your long pants start being high waters, You turn them into shorts. Baby, Layla, my mama, we didn't have a Joann's because we was in the country. I need to find out what was the name of that material store. But you talking about patterns? When the last time you seen a pattern? You talking about homemade clothes? Hand me down? We have more resources now than my grandma and granddaddy had access to. McCall's. Girl, that's it. What's the other pattern name? One was McCall's. What was the other pattern name? I'm going to have to look when I'm not on here. But, you know, we just lived in a spot of homemade clothes. And everybody was doing it. Hancock, you better go on, Jewel. My mom used to sew before she passed away. You better go on, Jewel. And Butterick, you better go. Y'all better go on now. McCall, Butterick was kind of stuffy. Them was more the formals and the other one. Baby, the old Hancocks, baby. Baby, what you say? But, you know, we didn't have a lot back then. But we used it, baby. My mama would take and make me a dress and then take the extra material and make me a little purse out of it, girl. Baby, you think I didn't think I was runway ready? You think I didn't think I was runway ready? Baby, if you didn't tell me I would show up as a tech girl, I'd jump you. Hello? And that was the thing. Queen of Body Sculptor said my clothes came from my brother's clothes. Okay, Layla? Layla said I was the shit at the church fashion shows. You couldn't tell me that I didn't have it together. And nowadays, they out spending all this money. And the bad part is after all of that, they confidence still. They out here spending all this money on the go yard, they don't even know where it came from, and all this other stuff. And they confidence is still trash. Baby, if I'm confident in a homemade unit, don't put me in nothing designer, baby. Got all these diamonds on me. That's on me, baby. Hey, got all designer on me. Yeah, your hair bows match your dress. What happened to patches? Man, I had a pair of pants that I loved so much. And what we're talking about, if you're just joining, we're talking about how social media is making people really live outside their means just to keep up. But I had a pair of pants that I loved so much. I really wanted a pair. But back then, you know, you ain't even get no new pants. Baby, my mama put so many patches on them pants that by the time I did give them pants away, them pants was pretty much 90% patches. I don't even think it had no real material left. Girl, the chic jeans, girl, y'all ain't finna get me talking. Y'all ain't finna get me talking. I'm telling you. Baby, my mama sold me a pair of jeans and try to put that Gloria Vanderbilt emblem on there. Hello? Huh. Better not fool with my mama. My mama will sew them pants and fool around and put that Gloria Vanderbilt emblem on them jeans. Hello? Or take a pair of no-name jeans and been and sewed a patch on them. You could not play with my mama. My mama said, you want some designer? I'm going to get these here designers and take the off of it. So if anybody asks you, is these jeans you got at Family Dollar, they don't know. So that's what I'm talking about. We got access to more resources nowadays than I ever had when I was growing up. We were at Longhorn Steakhouse last night. Not my number one choice for steak, but you can get in. The rest of these steakhouses, which have reservations, this, that, and the other. And I wasn't feeling it. And I saw all these little children in there. And I said to myself, my God, I was damn near grown before I went to a steakhouse. Is anybody feeling me? Baby, our date nights was McDonald's. And you did good to get that. Maybe a little piece of hot dog at the skating rink. Wasn't no such thing as we finna go out to eat at a steakhouse. Not even when I graduated high school. That might have been go to Chili's or Applebee's. That was like high end back then. I think for my prom we went to Chili's. Spent $10 or $20 on food. Cause that was high end back then. But these children riding around in Lambos and Ferraris and Range Rovers, and I'm like, huh? So social media has increased everybody's ability to generate more revenue. Because there's a lot of children out there, and they're not afraid of social media. Don't get it twisted. A lot of us are afraid of social media. They're not. They grew up on social media. Facebook has a series of ads running right now. And the kids are like 25 years old. And Facebook's talking about how these kids got on Facebook, 10, 12, 15 years ago. And these kids literally grew up with social media. So none of this is new for them. As a result, they got a better command of it. Like I said, they're not scared of it. They're not scared of video. It's hard to scare them. They're not scared of anything. Meanwhile, my generation grew up in a society of judgment. Because, see, back when I grew up, one of the worst things in the world was to be talked about. I remember, hey, Vicky, I remember being in middle school and high school and damn near didn't want to go to school if something happened and people was talking about me. Do y'all remember that? If somebody talked about you, that was fighting words. And you better not say my mama. Oh, you better not. What you say? What you say? What? My mama. Oh, baby. That's platinum now. I'm about to go platinum. I'm about to go straight off. That's the jump off right there, y'all. That's instant takeoff. That's instant. You say, my mama, I'm finna go up in your mouth. What? Man, a child. What you say? My mama, baby, straight platinum. All you gonna see is the runway and liftoff. But I'm just saying, y'all, it's a different time. And until we realize what's really important, building a business that matters. What's really important? Building generational wealth. What's really important? Understanding what our clients really want and need from us. And the sad part is I know they lied to you and said it's easy, but it's not. Building your brand, understanding what your clients want. And I know everybody ain't gonna want to hear this. Requires that you read and study and think and interact with your client in a way that you probably never have in your life. And that's the truth. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So bit.ly/social media trends. Baby, I can't tell you how times have changed, but I know we have to start leveraging the good. Okay? Top of the good and making it work for us. And to me, that's all it's about. These children, they're fearless. But along with that fearlessness also comes insubordination. You can't tell them shit. Because of YouTube, they think they know damn everything. Google is their daddy. Am I lying? My son gonna tell me something about the Grand Canyon. And when I told him he was wrong, this fool gonna say, well, Google said. First of all, son, Google doesn't talk. Google ain't said shit. Google is nothing but a compilation of what other people are saying. So if those people are wrong, then Google is wrong. Right? Google is just an aggregator. And what an aggregator does is it just pulls information from wherever it's been posted about what you ask. Exactly. Fool, Google didn't give birth to you. So I let him make it for all intents and purposes. After I call him a couple of dummies, you know. But exactly, Miss Remedy, we used encyclopedias. And because we had to look it up, because we had to read it, and because we had to write it, we remembered it. They got all these damn facts and still can't count to 100 cash money. I'm gonna tell you, you wanna mess these children nowadays up. Tell them to give you $2.89. Put a bunch of money on the table. Oh, they know all about $100 bills and Benjamins and stacks and racks. Put a whole bunch of money on the table. Some dimes, nickels, pennies. Girl, you're gonna jack them up. Tell them, look, give me $2.89. Or do this. Say, look, I'm gonna give you a $50 bill. My stuff is $5.41. Give me the change. Then I'll be able to do it. Unless they got a computer right here telling them exactly how much change to get them, they not gonna be able to. Girl, ain't that 89 cents? That 89 cents gonna throw them off. You want to mess these children up. Go in McDonald's. If they say your stuff is $2.19, get them a $5 bill. Let them ring it in and then give them a quarter. I done had them get my change back. Baby, they gonna be rounding off to the nearest dollar. Look, they keep up with the high ideals and the big principles. They feel like all of them deserve to be rich. They feel like all of them deserve to be balling. But when you ask them why do you deserve to be, why do you deserve to be balling? Why do you this and why do you that? They can't articulate. Girl, that quarter gonna take them out. Your stuff $4.19. You get them a 10 and let them ring it, and they know you getting 81 cent change. Girl, give them a quarter. Give them a quarter. It's gonna rock their world. And then they're gonna have to call a manager over. They're gonna have to call a manager over. They're gonna have to get on the calculator, girl. You're gonna have a line backed up at the drive-thru. Baby, I'm talking square business. So there's been an exchange of intellect for internet. And if it's something they can look up on the internet, girl, they just gonna go look it up on the internet. Which again, I love social media. Layla say, whole drawer short. Girl, drawer just short. Baby, I'm telling you, you will mess them up. They lucky I love the Lord because I give them their little change back. So here's the thing. They lucky I love the Lord because I will give them their little change back. However, I have had some argue with me. Now, for those of you who really know me, you know that I performs ghetto math. I don't need a calculator. I can eyeball money and tell you how much it is. Fool, I can count $1 million. I've counted $1 million with my bare hands. For all of y'all that know me, y'all know I stay adding 2 and 2 and gonna come up with 4. So when I question them and let them know they count is not right, not to say they took from me, but to say they gave me too much. Oh, I done had them argue with me, baby. Baby, I done had them test the boundaries of my religion. Because once they started arguing with me, it would have been very easy just to keep that extra money and blame it on the Lord. Lord, I know you wanted me to have this extra money. That's why you had that child acting crazy in there. Amen. Because y'all know we be blaming wrong stuff on the Lord. Hello? Y'all know we be blaming wrong stuff on the Lord. Baby, yes. I gave a baby. What did I get a baby? I had $10 worth of stuff. I gave a baby $20 and some change. And the baby a 10, a 5, a 1, and some change back. So upon looking at it, I instantly know that if my stuff costs 10, is everybody following me now? If my stuff costs 10 and some change, and I give you 20 and some change, ain't no way in hell I'm supposed to get a 10, a 5, and some ones back. It's impossible. So I said, excuse me, And they turned around and said, what? I said, oh. Oh, that's just the devil testing me. It's just a test, Lord. I said, oh, you gonna make me keep this change. I said, and said it politely. I said, excuse me. That fool say, what? I said, my change is incorrect. Your change is right. Oh, I was reminded of who that was, Peter. It said, you gonna deny me 3 times before the cock crows. I said, that's number 2, Lord. They got one more time. Exactly, Layla. In it, Lil John. What? I said, he got one more time to deny me. And I'm going to fold this money up and put it in my pocket. Which he ended up being grateful because I was like, look, my stuff is $10. I gave you 20 and some change. I still had the money in my hand like that. I said, it's no way that my change could be more than total. You gave me a 10, a 5, and some ones, and some coins. But about look like $2 worth of coins. So I was like, take all this back, and this is what you give me. Layla said, in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Praise Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. You would have been saying the benediction over that money. Amen. Baby, I started to get him. But I said, if this was my smart ass child, I believe in karma. But I said, if he, Layla, girl, we're going to have to go live together. You know, Instagram let you go live with up to 4 people now, right? Yeah, we're going to have to get together and go live. Baby, if I tell you, because I realized that karma is a real thing, did I not do it? Girl, he smoked a blunt and a Newport on his lunch break. He probably did, but that's probably why I got the wrong change too. We're not going to talk about that marijuana smoking today. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, and I'm not against it. But I feel like you need to have a certain level of intellectual prowess before you start smoking weed, because weed is going to diminish your intellectual capabilities. So let's just talk about that now. If you already ain't no Einstein and you know weed gonna slow you down, maybe that's not the drug of choice for you. I'm like Lil Durk. Maybe you should take some Adderall so you can add it up. You take your little piece of Adderall where you can stay focused and timely, and you know, because if you already slow, weed is not the drug for you. Let's just be honest. Can't keep up. But yes, ma'am, people be lying about their social media. Yeah, absolutely. If your grammar is already off, if your reading is already compromised, if your comprehension is already on the struggle bus, then guess what? You don't need to be smoking. They think the weed helped them concentrate better. Girl, the only thing that weed gonna do is make you eat better. It's gonna make your food taste better. Weed is instant umami for your food. You got some nasty food you got to eat, smoke some weed. Girl, yes, people do really lie. It's a trend. It's so unfortunate. Nobody's telling the truth. And then when you tell the truth about shit, they act like you a hater or you a pariah or this, that, and the other. And that's just not right. That's not right. It's not, but it is what it is. Guys, I'm finna jump over here with Clubhouse. Layla, they don't call it lying. I don't know what they call it, but yeah, it's like it's popular to lie. It's a trend. Let me tell you, I don't want no parts of it. I'm gonna let them make it. But I'm about to jump over here on Clubhouse with my people. Make sure you join us on Clubhouse as well. My Clubhouse is they call it content. Baby, I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. If creating content requires that you take pictures of plates of food that are not yours, that you take of cars that don't belong to you, that you Photoshop yourself inside of a private jet, that's not content. That's fairy tale. Lies are lies. See, that's another thing that's very old school. Quite like our hand-me-downs, quite like our government cheese, quite like some of the things that we didn't like about our child, quite like our board games. Lies are lies. See, we come from an era where real recognized real. And, you know, our mothers beat into us. Our mothers beat into us that there's no such thing as a lie. Hello? How many of you grew up like that? It was no such thing as a white lie. You either lying or you telling the truth. And which one is it? And if you was lying, you got beat like a runaway slave. That's it. That's it. So I'm gonna put y'all on it. You know, before you go down that path, a lie is a lie. Creating content full of lies is still a lie. There's no such thing as a white lie. You either lying or you telling the truth. Yes, emphasis on beat like Toby. Emphasis on it. Baby, because these children nowadays calling 911 on y'all. Baby, I wish I would have. Let me tell you something. Let me see if I can do it in this shirt. Girl, this would be my hands. This would be my arm if I'd ever called 911 on my mama. Y'all see that? She would have chopped my damn hand off right here. Y'all see that? If I'd have ever picked up the phone and called anybody on my mama, baby, she'd have cut my shit off at the wrist and did it so quick I wouldn't have even bled out. Because they say if the knife sharp enough and hot enough, you don't even bleed. It just solder it closed. What? Girl, these children here, they'll work. They're a piece of work. I couldn't even pray too hard on my mama. Let my mama hear me in there praying to Jesus about her. I get beat for that. I couldn't even call Jesus on my mama. Hello? These kids a mess. I can even call Jesus on my mama. bit.ly/social media trends. We're going to be talking tonight about different social media trends so you can quit chasing your tail, get strategy, and sit in one place and grow your social media. Love you guys. I'm finna rock and roll over here to Clubhouse. Definitely follow me over there at Wealth Speaker. See you guys in a minute.